Hello, welcome to the turntable class with GB Audio. Today I'm looking at a dual CS-504. So the way we set up the tracking weight correctly on this deck, first we want to achieve no tracking weight, so a complete level balance on the arm. In order to do that, reset the gauge here to 0 on the line, and we bring the tone arm across in the lower position. Now it is sinking, so it's got weight on it there. What we want is this to sit level, and to adjust that, take this little knurled nut at the side, which then loosens off the counterweight. Moving it backwards will give us less weight on the tracking, and moving it forwards will give more weight to the front. So a bit of trial and error here. From this position, want to make small incremental changes. That's it. Too far back. Okay, that's looking pretty nice now. So I'll lock the counterweight off. We now have a balanced tone arm, so it's neither going up or down, it's just level on the 0 datum point. So now we use this to add 1 gram, 1.5 grams, 2 grams as required. This cartridge typically would track at 1.75 grams, and then we add a corresponding amount of anti-skate. The anti-skate puts an outward force on the arm as it's tracking across the record to compensate for the natural momentum towards the center of the record. So same, if you've got a 1.5 gram tracking weight, you'd have 1.5 grams on the anti-skate as well. If it were 2 gram tracking, you'd have 2 grams on the anti-skate. That's it set. Next we'll have a look at the belt drive system. Lift off this rubber mat. This was originally stuck on in the center, but it's dried out now, so that peels off quite nicely. Now it's a one-piece platter, and it doesn't come off until you release this locking screw down here. So half a turn anti-clockwise, and then slide the screw out, lock it off again. Now the whole platter will lift off, and we can see underneath this black flange here is what gets held by the locking device. I'll just loosen this off and show you. This is where it locks under the black flange piece, and that keeps the deck from coming off. So we keep this off to the side at the moment while we have the platter loose. Now you can see this belt is not in the newest of condition. It's a bit shiny. It also is a bit loose because it just falls off the platter when you turn it over. So let's put that aside. The other thing we'll do while we've got the platter off is give the spindle a little clean. It's a bit gungy. It should be nice and clean and bright. We'll also give the spindle well a wee clean with a cotton bud. Let's have a look. That's a bit grubby. Okay, that's better. So I'm just going to put a few drops of spindle oil in here. If you don't have specific spindle oil, you can use a light oil like a sewing machine oil, or even 3-in-1 would do it. I'm going to add a little more onto the spindle itself. Before it goes back down on. We'll put on a new belt, which is belt 29 in our catalogue. It should, general rule of thumb, the belt should hold on but not tightly. So that's pretty good. Now we'll pull the belt with the finger through the inspection hole there. Line up the spindle in the hole, and that's just gliding down nicely. And then we feed the belt around the motor pulley and also around the speed changer. There we go. Oh, and now we'll lock off the platter again. By sliding the screw back in towards the center and locking it off. That way it stays in place. There we have it. If you found this tutorial helpful, please subscribe to our channel down below, and if you have any comments, leave them in the box, and good luck setting up your own turntable.